YouTube, it's Zoe or Read by Zoe. Did that just scare you? I'm sorry. I'm so excited about this cup. Are you all excited about Gilmore Girls A Year in the Life coming out in 10 days? I am so excited, as you can tell by the cup. Let's get on into the video. Today I'm going to share with you all everything that I read in October and what I am planning on reading or what I already read in November. The first book that I finished in October was Persuasion by Jane Austen. This was the September book of the month for the Ostentatious Book Club, and I started it in September, but I finished it in the wee beginnings of October, like October 2nd or something like that. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. I don't think it's possible for me to give a Jane Austen book less than 5 out of 5 stars. She is my favorite author of all time. I love her writing style. This was my least favorite Jane Austen book that I've read so far, but again, I still really enjoyed it. You can tell that this was one of her last books that she wrote. I think this was the last book that she finished. This book is all about Anne Elliot reflecting on her life and trying to not make the same choices that she did before, trying to figure out where she went wrong in her life. One of my complaints is that we didn't really get to know Captain Wentworth. He is the main love interest, and he seemed like a pretty good guy, a pretty cool guy, but we didn't really get to know his personality. But if we had that one aspect of getting to know him more, I think it really could have gone over the top. The next book I finished was Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire by J.K. Rowling, the 4th book in the Harry Potter series. Gave it 5 out of 5 stars. Obviously, it's Harry Potter. That's all I'm gonna say about it. I love rereading this series, and I will reread it for the rest of my life. Then I read something outside of my comfort zone. I've been really into reading things outside of my comfort zone and exploring genres that I don't tend to gravitate towards, so I picked up Murder on the Orient Express by Agatha Christie. This is a murder mystery story, and I loved it. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. I could not figure out who did it. The ending was amazing, and it was such an intricate story for only being 200 pages long. Oh my goodness. But that is why I love reading things outside of my comfort zone, because you find gems like this, and now I know I like murder mystery. Who'd have thought? A lot of people have recommended to me, and then there were none. I think that is going to be the next story that I pick up of hers. The last book I finished in October was Northanger Abbey by Jane Austen. This was the October book of the month for Ostentatious, and again, I loved it. Gave it 5 out of 5 stars. I love this story. It's so cute. This was the first book that Jane Austen wrote, and you can really tell, especially when compared to Persuasion, which was the last completed book that she wrote, which I said before, you can tell how she is trying to find her way in the world, trying to find her voice as an author, and figuring out what makes a story, what makes a plot, what makes a protagonist. The main character, Catherine, I really related to her. She's very naive and young and trying to figure out the entire society and growing up. She grows a lot in this book. There's also Mr. Tilney. I love him so much. He's such a flirt. He's so funny, and he's really cute with Catherine. The entire plot is just funny and cute, and it's a parody kind of on Gothic novels. If you want to start off with a nice, easy Jane Austen book, this is the shortest, and it's also pretty easy to get through. Those were the books that I read in October. Now on to November's books. The Ostentatious Book of the month is Emma by Jane Austen. This is my second favorite Jane Austen book, right after Pride and Prejudice. Obviously, nothing can usurp Pride and Prejudice in my eyes, but this comes pretty close. I will leave a link to the Goodreads group down below if you want to join in Ostentatious this month. I've also finished a book this month. It was Carve the Mark by Veronica Roth, which is the first book in her new duology. I did an entire review video of this, which I will put down below if you want to know more of my thoughts, but I gave it 4 out of 5 stars, so I thought it was pretty darn good. I'm still reading 2 books which I mentioned in my last currently reading video. I'm still reading Obsidian by Jennifer L. Armentrout. I actually kind of forgot I was still reading it, and I'm so close to the end. I think I'm 50 pages to the end, so I really should get on it and finish it. I have read it before. This is a reread, as well as the other reread I am currently reading, which is Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. I am supposed to read this next month because this is my book that I am assigned for Harry Christmas to You, but I'm already halfway through it this month, so I'm trying to read it as slowly as possible so that I can still be reading it in December. But it's so good, so we'll see how well that works. I also really want to pick up some more diverse books this month, and the first one that I've been meaning to get to for so long is More Happy Than Not by Adam Silvera. I've met him, he is so nice, and I have not yet read his books, and I feel so bad about that. I've heard great things about this. I think the main character Aaron is gay, but he wants to forget his feelings for his friend, so he wants to get a revolutionary memory alteration procedure which could straighten him out. It's kind of futuristic. Another diverse book that I really want to get to is The Sun Is Also a Star by Nicola Yoon. This is her newest release. I think it just came out a couple of days ago, and I'm so excited to read it. By the way, this cover is amazing. I love it so much. If I ever wrote a book, I would want my cover to look this amazing. And under the cover, yes! This book focuses on Natasha and Daniel, and Natasha is from a family of Jamaican immigrants, but they are going to be deported back to Jamaica within 12 hours of when the story begins. So it's all very fast-paced. I'm guessing they fall in love at first sight or something like that, but of course they can't be together if she's going to be deported. I love romance books, obviously, and this also is about an important issue. It's about immigration, so I'm very excited for this. So those are all the books that I read in October and the books that I have read in November or am planning to read during the rest of November. I hope you all enjoyed. I'm going to go take some cold medicine and fall asleep because I'm not feeling well right now, but at least I have my Luke's coffee cup and some great books. That's all I need, right? Right. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will talk to you all soon in my next video. Bye!